Good day everyone. We are the Group 2. Today, we're here to present the Chapter 2 of Introduction to Computing with the title of Evolution of Computing. Before we go on to our topic, let's take a moment to appreciate the journey of computing that has brought us to where we are today. The contents or key to discuss of our presentation is the first, what is computer? Who is the father of computer? Benefits of using a computer, 4 basic function of a computer, characteristic of computer, history of computers, generation of computers, and the classification of computers. Our introduction. A computer is an electronic device that manipulates information or data. It is designed to process data, provide useful information, and solve problems. It has the ability to store and retrieve data. Through the use of computer, you can create presentation, type documents, prepare letters, sending mails, edit or create videos and spreadsheet, internet banking services, and browse the web. This will help you understand how computers evolve, explain the major function of a computer, learn the characteristic of computer, and the classification of computer. So, what is a computer? A computer is a programmable electronic device that accepts raw data as input and processes it with a set of instructions or a program to produce the result as output. The term computer is derived from the Latin word computere, which means to calculate. A machine that performs processes, calculation, and operation based on instruction provided by a software or hardware program. They are also designed to execute application. This is the father of computer, Charles Babbage. Charles Babbage invented the analytical engine and differential engine.
Benefits of using a computer: increase productivity, connect to the internet, storage, organize data and information, keep you entertained. Increase productivity, enhance your ability to create, edit, and print documents efficiently. Connects to the internet. It connects you to the internet that allows you to send email, browse content, gain information, use social media platforms, and more. Storage. A computer allows you to store a large amount of information. Organize data and information. It not only allows you to store data but also enables you to organize your data. Keeps you entertained. You can use the computer to listen to songs, watch movies, play games, and more. Conclusion. Computers have become integral to our daily life, revolutionizing how we work, communicate, and learn.
The 4 basic functions of a computer. The 4 functions of a computer actually explain the core reasons why it was built. First, the input function. The input function of a computer involves accepting data from input devices and transmitting it to the computer's processor. This raw information can come from various peripherals, including keyboards, mouse, scanner, webcam, microphones, and joysticks. Second, data processing function. So, data processing is the most basic function of a computer. This function performed by the Central Processing Unit or CPU, which consists of electronic circuits that can read and execute code instructions to perform a wide range of tasks and controls the sequence of operation and the use of data storage. Third, the output function. The process of producing the useful information for the user after processing input data. After processing the input data, the CPU, auxiliary processor, or the process function sends the processed data to the output function or to the default or configured output devices. Fourth, data storage function. One of the most useful functions of a computer is data storage. Besides storing data that has been input through peripherals, computers also need a way to save the results of data processing. To store data and information, a computer uses two types of storage components, the temporary and the permanent storage. Types of storage. Temporary storage. Components are used to store data temporarily. Data stored in temporary storage components is erased when the system is shut down. Random access memory is a compulsory temporary storage component. A computer uses the RAM to store the running applications and their data. Permanent storage. Components are used to store data permanently. Data stored in a permanent storage components is not erased when the system is shut down. The hard disk is the most common permanent storage component. Usually, all computers have at least one hard disk to store data. Other common permanent storage components or devices are external drives, USB drives, and CD or DVD.
Characteristic of a computer. Speed. As you know, computer can work very fast. It takes only few seconds for calculations that we takes hours to complete. You will be surprised to know that computer can perform millions of instructions and even more per second. Accuracy. The degree of accuracy of computer is very high and very calculation is performed with the same accuracy. The errors in computer are due to human and inaccurate data. Diligence. A computer is free from tiredness, lack of concentration, fatigue, etc. It can work for hours without creating any error. If millions of calculations are to be performed, a computer will perform every calculations with the same accuracy. Versatility. It means the capacity of perform completely different type of work. You may use your computer to prepare payroll slips. Next moment, you may use it for environment or to prepare electric bill. No IQ. Computer is a dumb machine and it cannot do any work without instruction from the user. It performs the instructions at a tremendous speed and with accuracy. It's you to decide what you want to do and in what sequence, so a computer cannot take its own decision as you can. Power of remembering. Computer has the power of storing any amount of information or data. Any information can be stored and recalled as long you require it. For any number of years, it depends entirely upon you how much data you want to store in a computer and when to lose or retrieve this data. Storage. The computer has an inbuilt memory where it can store a large amount of data. You can also store data in secondary storage device, such as sloppies, which can be kept outside your computer and can be carried to other computer. History of computer. The first counting device was used sticks, stone, and bones as counting tools as human mind. Computing devices were developed. Some of the popular computing devices starting with the first to recent one.
History of computer. The first counting device was used by the primitive people. They used sticks, stones, and bones as counting tools. As human mind and technology improved with time, more computing devices were developed. Some of the popular computing devices, starting with the first to recent one. Abacus. The history of computer begins with the birth of abacus, which is believed to be the first computer. It is said that Chinese invented abacus around 4,000 years ago. It was a wooden rock which has metal rods with beads mounted on them. The beads were moved by the abacus operator according to some rules to perform arithmetic calculations. Abacus is still used in some countries like China, Russia, and Japan. Napier boards. It was manually operated calculating device which was invented by John Napier 1550 to 1617 of Merchiston. In this calculating tool, he used 9 different ivory strips or bones marked with numbers to multiply and divide. So tool became known as Napier bones. It was also the first machine to use the decimal point. Pascaline. Pascaline is also known as arithmetic machine or adding machine. It was invented between 1642 and 1644 by a French mathematician and philosopher Blaise Pascal. It is believed that it was the first mechanical and automatic calculator. Pascal invented this machine to help his father, a tax accountant. It could only perform addition and subtraction. It was a wooden box with a series of gears and wheels. When a wheel is rotated one revolution, it rotates the neighboring wheel. A series of windows is given on the top of the wheels to read the totals. Step Reckoner or Leibniz wheel. It was developed by a German mathematician, philosopher Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz in 1673. He improved Pascal's invention to develop this machine. It was a digital mechanical calculator which was called the Step Reckoner. As instead of gears, it was made of flutter drums. Difference engine. In early 1820s, it was designed by Charles Babbage, who known as the father of modern computer. It was a mechanical computer which could perform simple calculations. It was a steam-driven calculating machine designed to solve tables of numbers like logarithm tables. Analytical engine. This calculating machine was also developed by Charles Babbage in 1830. It was a mechanical computer that used punch card as input. It was capable of solving any mathematical problem and storing information as a permanent memory. Tabulating machine. It was invented in 1890 by Herman Hollerith, an American statistician. It was a mechanical tabulator based on punch card. It could tabulate statistics and record or sort data or information. This machine was used in the 1890 US Census. Hollerith also started the Hollerith's Tabulating Machine Company, which later became International Business Machine or IBM in 1924. Differential. It was the first electronic computer introduced in the United States in 1930. It was an analog device invented by Vannevar Bush. This machine has vacuum tubes to switch electrical signals to perform calculation. It could do 25 calculations in few minutes. Mark 1. The next major changes in the history of computer began in 1937 when Howard Aiken planned to develop a machine that could perform calculations involving large numbers. In 1944, Mark I computer was built as a partnership between IBM and Harvard. It was the first programmable digital computer.
And let's go to the 1946 to 1959 first generation. The first generation 1946 to 1959 computers were slow, huge, and expensive. In these computers, vacuum tubes were used as the basic components of CPU and memory. These computers were mainly dependent on batch operating system, and punch card, magnetic tape, and paper tape were used to output and input device in these generations. The popular first generation computer are the ENIAC, EDVAC, UNIVAC, and IBM 701. Second generation is the 1959 and 1965, was the era of transistor computers. The computers used transistors which were cheap, compact, and consuming less power. It made transistor computer faster than the first generation computers. In this generation, magnetic cores were used as the primary memory and magnetic disks and tape were used as the secondary storage. assembly language and programming language like COBOL and Fortran, and batch processing and multiprogramming operating system were used in these computers. Some of the popular second-generation computers are IBM 1620, IBM 1794, CDC 1604, CDC 3600, and UNIVAC 1108. Third generation. The third-generation computers are used integrated circuit ICs instead of transistor. A single IC can pack huge number of transistors which increase the power of computers and reduce the cost. The computer and also become more reliable, efficient, and smaller in size. The generation computers used to remote processing, time sharing, multiprogramming as operating system. Also the high-level programming language like Fortran 2 to 4 COBOL, Pascal PL1, Algol 68 were used in this generation. Some of the popular third-generation computers are IBM 360 series, Honeywell 600 series, PDP, IBM, and TDC. The fourth generation is the 1971 to 1980. Computer use very large-scale integrated VLS1 circuit, a chip containing millions of transistors and other circuit elements. This chip made this generation computer more compact, powerful, fast, and affordable. This generation computer used real-time time sharing and distributed operating system. The programming language like C, C++, DBase were also used in this generation. Some of the popular fourth generation computers are the DEC-10, Star 1000, PDP-11, Cray-1 supercomputer, Cray XMP. In fifth generation 1980 till date, computers, the VLSI technology was replaced with ULSI, ultra large scale integration. It made possible the production of microprocessor chips with 10 million electronics components. This generation computer used parallel processing hardware and AI, artificial intelligence software. The programming language used this generation were C, C++, Java, .NET, and etc. Some of the popular fifth generation computers are desktop, laptop, and notebook.
Let's go on to the classification of computers. The following basis of the classification of computer: first, on the basis of purpose, on the basis of data handling, and on the basis of size. Let's go on to the classification on the basis of purpose. General purpose computers are designed to perform a range of tasks. They have the ability to store numerous programs but lack in speed and efficiency. Specific purpose computers are designed to handle a specific problem or to perform for a specific task. A set of instruction is built into the machine. Let's go to the classification of the basis of data handling. Analog computer. An analog computer is a form of computer that uses continuous physical phenomena such as electrical, mechanical, or hydraulic quantities to model the problem being solved. Next, digital computer. A computer that performs calculation and logical operation with quantities represented as digits, usually in the binary number system. Hybrid computer. A combination of computer. Those are capable of inputting and outputting in both digital and analog signals. A hybrid computer system setup offers a cost-effective method of performing complex simulation. Now, let's go on to the classification on the basis of size. Supercomputers are expensive, powerful computer used for specialized applications like weather forecasting, animation, fluid dynamics, nuclear energy research, and petroleum exploration. Mainframe computers are large, expensive computers capable of supporting hundreds or thousands of users simultaneously. They are powerful but can execute a single program faster than supercomputers, which are at the top. Mini computers are mid-sized computers ranging between workstation and mainframes capable of supporting 4 to 200 users simultaneously, with distinction of varying between large and small mainframes. Microcomputer or personal computer, desktop computer. A personal or micro mini computer sufficient to fit on a desk. Laptop computer. A portable computer complete with an integrated screen and keyboard. It is generally smaller in size than a desktop computer and larger than a notebook computer. A palm-top computer or digital diary or notebook or PDAS. A hand-sized computer. Palm-tops have no keyboard but the screen serve both as an input and output device like a tablet or iPad. For the last, workstations. A terminal or desktop computer in a network. In this context, workstation is just a generic term for a user machine, client machine, in contrast to a server or mainframe. So that's the presentation of Group 2 about the evolution of computing. Thank you.